Hello, this is Steve Schwartz with the Trading Room TradeLAB review for the day. This is Steve Schwartz with Edward Preston. It's November 18th of 2013. How are you, Ed?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Thanks,
Okay,
Steve.
it's important that all of us read the disclosure document. I'll paraphrase that the purpose of our TradeLAB, our QEDU workshops, IQ Room trading rooms are strictly for educational instructional purposes. It's not a trading advisory service of any kind and should not be construed as such. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. I'll be handing off the screen to you right now, EP. Here you are, and let's hear what you have accomplished for the morning. Take care.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, so today, guys, here in the TradeLAB, our sentiment, we started off in a mixed state. We had the S&P at 8 o'clock. I'll put a white line up here to represent when we started up. We were in a mixed state. S&P was in the bull territory, and over here, put another white line up that designates 8 o'clock. You can see the notes were up in the bull zone as well. So we recognize that as being in a conflict. I'm sorry, did I say mixed? We actually started, if you can see down here, Treasuries were in the neutral. So we were neutral out of the gate. 5 minutes later is when we went conflict. And we stayed conflict for most of the session today. You see the Treasuries just now moving off of a, what was it, housing market index number that just came out 6 minutes ago. So Treasury notes are shooting higher, now getting ready to take out what we call our critical resistance level up here. And the S&P is back down at what we call the bull bear or the neutral. The S&P has not made a commitment into the bear territory. As you can see, they're kind of holding on. So we have a stage 3, which you recognize as being mixed, where we've got one of the benchmarks being in the neutral and the other one making a commitment, that being the notes in the bull. All right, so what's this all mean? Well, while we were mixed, while we were conflict, I looked at what we call wild cards and independent markets. We have a fixed number of markets that we're very comfortable trading, and one of those is called the Swiss franc. It's not the Swiss franc cross pair. This is the futures, and I put this up here as an example from earlier. All right, so what we do here is we have an opportunity, again at 8 o'clock forward, to go in here and buy. Now there's a few spots where I could have purchased, and the only reason why I didn't buy over here is because I wasn't looking at the market at this point in time. I was doing an analysis for everybody here in the lab of a number of other markets. Well, thankfully, on a 2-channel, I was able to get a grab here, 2 ticks higher, buy that at 109.80. We took that up to 91. So we took 11 points out. This is $12.50 a tick. We went light because of the zone. This is the higher zone. And we ended up taking $136 out of that market in about, 10 minutes time. That was a trade, again, during our conflict. There's only one other trade that we did today, and that was while the housing number came out. We anticipated that if it was a poor number, that we'd want to be looking at an opportunity to sell the one of the stocks, and that one that we grabbed that was into the bear territory was the NASDAQ. Now you can see the NASDAQ. I'm going to blow this up. NASDAQ was producing a short. It was dipping into the bear territory and dipping below the channels, and I ended up selling this market based on the RQ channels and taking it right down into the neutral trade zone. I didn't take it off at the first Gnostic level because I wanted to make a little bit more. I was able to grab the second Gnostic level as the 10-year notes were continuing to shoot higher. So we took $50 out of this market. So net at the end of the day, it was about $186, trading on one lot for each one. Now, the last thing I want to bring up is something that we added here in the TradeLAB, something I used to do months, if not years ago, called man versus machine. What that is that's with our Einstein system. So those of you out there that like automation, this is the RQ Einstein, where we actually look to put a trade on by turning a system on, like literally just enabling the system and not having to think about it any further. Well, the one thing you do have to think about is where you're going to get in. Is it at the right location? In other words, I would not be looking to buy this high up, right? But we love to buy when we're close to the neutrals, and that's what the soybeans did today. Soybeans were one of the hot list markets listed at the RQ website, RiosQuant website. And the machine today ended up getting an 81.25 and taking out 4 cents. So that's a $200 win in the robotic trade. So 186 for me, 200 for the machine. Machine gets me by $15 today, $14 if you want to be specific. Net altogether, it was a good day, conservative day as it should be on a Monday, and that's a wrap for the TradeLAB results, and we'll see you guys all here tomorrow morning.